Is your job going to disappear in the next few years? Now, I know that sounds like a scare tactic, but it's a question economists and tech insiders are taking very seriously. And if you think you're safe, you might want to think again. This isn't about factory robots or self-checkout lines anymore. The new wave of AI is targeting white-collar jobs, finance, marketing, administration, even creative fields. A Goldman Sachs report warns that accountants, assistants, and analysts are on the front lines. Meanwhile, the World Economic Forum projects 83 million jobs displaced by 2027. But here's the truth. Every disruption also unlocks opportunity. For every job replaced, new roles are created, roles most people will miss because they were too busy panicking instead of preparing. This isn't a death sentence for your career. It might be the greatest opportunity of your lifetime. And in this video, I'll show you the escape plan, the exact playbook to pivot before your role becomes obsolete. Section 1. Why now? The Great Acceleration. So, why is this happening so fast? Why has the timeline shrunk from a decade away to just a few short years? The answer is a concept called accelerating returns. Unlike past tech shifts, like the Industrial Revolution or the Internet, AI isn't developing on a straight line. It's improving exponentially. Think about it. Just a few years ago, AI could barely write a coherent sentence. Today, models like GPT-4 and its successors can write software, draft legal documents, and pass medical board exams. AI is now being used to design the next generation of AI chips and to write the software that trains even more powerful models. This creates a compounding runaway effect. It's a snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger and faster with every single rotation. We're already seeing the real-world impact. IBM's CEO announced a pause on hiring for roles they believe AI can handle, estimating that around 7,800 jobs, or 30% of their back-office positions, could be replaced. This isn't a hypothetical exercise. Major corporations are already making strategic moves based on this tech. The economic incentive is just too massive to ignore. When a company can replace a $50,000 salary with a few $100s worth of AI computing power, the decision becomes a matter of when, not if. That's why the transition won't be a slow trickle for many roles. It will feel like an overnight flood. One day the jobs will be there, and the next, they'll be gone, absorbed by an algorithm. This isn't the first time technology has reshaped our world. The tractor displaced millions of farm workers. The assembly line changed manufacturing forever. But here's the critical difference: speed. Those previous revolutions unfolded over generations, giving society time to adapt and retrain. The AI revolution is happening in a much shorter time frame. We don't have 50 years to figure this out. This urgency isn't meant to create fear, but to inspire action. Because the people who understand the speed of this change are the ones who can ride the wave, instead of being swept away by it. Section 2. The hit list. Who's in the firing line? To build a solid escape plan, you first need to understand the threat. Which jobs are most vulnerable? You have to look past the old blue-collar versus white-collar story and see what makes a job susceptible to modern AI. The core vulnerability isn't the color of your collar. It's about routine versus non-routine tasks. If your job involves predictable, repetitive processes, especially in front of a screen, you are at high risk. Let's break down the hit list, from the obvious to the surprising. First up, administrative and support roles, according to the World Economic Forum and other analyses. Jobs like data entry clerks, secretaries, and administrative assistants are on the front lines. These roles are all about organizing and processing information, a task AI now performs with superhuman speed. While no major study projects a specific percentage of elimination, it's clear that roles like customer service are highly exposed as AI-powered chatbots become more sophisticated. Next, we have finance and accounting. For decades, these have been stable, well-paying careers. But tasks like bookkeeping and financial analysis are highly structured. An AI can scan millions of data points in seconds, spotting trends and anomalies far better than any human. A Goldman Sachs report specifically identified accountants as having high exposure to automation. While senior roles that require complex strategic judgment will stick around, many of the entry-level and mid-tier positions are in jeopardy. Now for the one that catches people off guard, the creative and communication industries. For years, the mantra was, "A robot can't be creative." Well, that's not true anymore. Generative AI can write articles, create marketing copy, and design logos. A UN report has already confirmed layoffs in the media and entertainment industries directly linked to AI adoption. This directly impacts copywriters, graphic designers, and junior-level journalists. The value is no longer just in making the content, but in the unique vision, strategy, and human connection behind it. Finally, we're even seeing a threat to entry-level tech jobs. Junior programmers who mostly write standard, boilerplate code are finding that tools like GitHub Copilot can do it faster. The value is shifting from being a simple coder to being a software architect, someone who designs complex systems and manages a team of AI assistants to build them. The common thread here isn't the industry, but the work itself. It's all about processing information, recognizing patterns, and following rules. AI is a master at this, but this isn't the end of the story. Understanding your risk is the first step to beating it. If this is already making you rethink your career, take a second to subscribe and hit that notification bell. The escape plan I'm about to lay out isn't a one-time fix. It's a whole new way of thinking about your career that you'll need to keep revisiting. You won't want to miss what's next. Section 3. The escape plan. 3 pillars of a future-proof career. All right, we've stared into the abyss. Now, let's build the bridge to get to the other side. This isn't about finding one single AI-proof job. That's a fool's game. Instead, it's about building a foundation of skills and a new mindset that makes you adaptable and valuable. No matter what happens with technology, this is your escape plan built on 3 pillars. The single biggest mistake you can make is to see AI as your rival. You can't outprocess a supercomputer. The winning move is to reframe AI as your most powerful tool. The future doesn't belong to AI, and it doesn't belong to humans alone. It belongs to human intelligence and AI muscle that's more powerful than either one on its own. Your goal is to become the best human operator of AI in your field. While others are being replaced by AI, you'll be the one they hire to manage the AI. Take Sarah, a 42-year-old marketer. She thought AI would end her career. Instead, she mastered AI tools, became the AI strategist in her firm, and doubled her income in a year. Why? Because she stopped competing and started collaborating. Pillar 2. Double down on your irreplaceable human intelligence. There's a whole category of skills that AI is frankly terrible at. These are the skills that make us uniquely human, and they are becoming more valuable by the day. Your second pillar is to intentionally build these abilities. While everyone else is chasing the latest tech skill, you'll be mastering the timeless skills that machines can't touch. What are they? First, complex problem-solving and critical thinking. AI is great at finding answers in data it already has, but it can't solve brand new problems or navigate messy situations with no rulebook. It can't exercise true judgment. Second is creativity and innovation. AI can generate content based on patterns it's already seen, but it can't create something truly original. It can remix, but it can't originate. True human creativity, the kind that leads to breakthrough ideas, is a safe harbor. Third, and maybe the most important, is high-level emotional and social intelligence. This is your empathy, your persuasion, your leadership, and your ability to collaborate. AI cannot feel. It can't build trust or inspire a team. Jobs that rely on deep human connection, therapists, elite salespeople, great managers, are incredibly difficult to automate. So how do you build these skills? Invest in soft skills training. Take courses in negotiation and public speaking. Practice active listening. Seek out projects that force you to work with a team and solve complex, undefined problems. The more your job is about judgment, creativity, and empathy, the safer you are. Pillar 3. Embrace continuous learning and career fluidity. The third pillar is a total mindset shift. The idea of a job for life is dead. The concept of learning one skill that will last 40 years is over. Welcome to the era of career fluidity. The World Economic Forum estimates that by 2027, an average of 44% of a worker's core skills will need to be updated. Mike, an electrician, used to fear robots. Now he's busier than ever installing EV chargers and green energy systems, jobs that didn't exist a decade ago. He didn't resist change. He rode it. And so can you. This means you must become a lifelong learner. It's not optional anymore. It's a core survival requirement. The most successful people will be those who can learn, unlearn, and relearn fast. What does this look like in practice? First, try the 5-hour rule, used by many successful entrepreneurs. Dedicate at least 5 hours a week, 1 hour each workday, to deliberate learning. This could be reading, taking online courses, or just experimenting with new tools. Second, build a portfolio of skills, not just a linear career path. Think of yourself as a collection of skills you can mix and match. Your main job might be in marketing, but you could develop side skills in data analysis and AI prompt engineering. This makes you resilient. Third, use the incredible resources online. Platforms like Coursera and EDX offer world-class education, often for little to no cost. You can learn about AI directly from the people who are building it. Research from Goldman Sachs has pointed out that about 60% of workers today are in jobs that didn't even exist in 1940. That trend is only going to speed up. The goal isn't to predict the future perfectly, but to build the capacity to thrive in whatever future arrives. Section 4. The safe havens, high-growth careers of the new economy. So, with this escape plan in mind, where should you look for growth? While no job is 100% safe, certain fields are set for an explosion of new opportunities. The World Economic Forum projects that while millions of jobs will be displaced, even more will be created. Here are some of the most promising safe havens. First, AI-related jobs. This is the most direct path. As companies adopt AI, there will be huge demand for people who can build, manage, and implement it. Roles like AI and machine learning specialists, data scientists, and business intelligence analysts are projected to be among the fastest growing this decade. These are the architects of the new economy. Second, the green transition. Fighting climate change and building a sustainable economy is a massive real-world project. Some projections suggest the green transition could create millions of net new jobs by 2030. This includes roles like renewable energy technicians, sustainability consultants, and environmental engineers. These jobs often involve complex, hands-on work in unpredictable environments, making them highly resistant to automation. Third, high-touch healthcare and wellness. As our population ages, the demand for healthcare will soar. While AI can help with diagnostics, it can't replace the human touch and empathy needed for patient care. Roles like nurses, physical therapists, and mental health counselors are some of the most future-proof careers out there. Fourth, the skilled trades. We will always need people to build and maintain the physical world. Electricians, plumbers, Welders and construction managers do complex, non-routine physical work that is way beyond what robots can currently do. In fact, as our world gets more tech-heavy, the demand for skilled tradespeople to install and maintain it will only go up. Finally, education and training. In a world of constant change, the need for skilled educators and trainers will be critical. But this isn't just about traditional teaching. It's about corporate trainers who can upskill entire workforces, coaches who guide career changes, and content creators who make complex topics easy to understand for everyone. See the pattern? These fields all rely heavily on our 3 pillars: collaborating with tech, leveraging unique human skills, and adapting to new challenges. We are at a crossroads. The AI revolution is here, moving faster than anyone predicted. And at the start of this video, I asked, will your job disappear by 2027? For many, the answer is yes, but for you, it doesn't have to be. If you become an AI collaborator, if you double down on human intelligence, if you commit to lifelong learning, you won't just survive this revolution, you'll dominate it. Because the future of work isn't humans versus machines, it's humans who know how to master machines. The choice you make today, to ignore this or to act, will define the rest of your career. The train is leaving the station. Make sure you're on it. Now, don't just click away. Lock it in. Comment below with one skill you're committing to learn this week. Make it public. Make it real. Because your future is waiting.